theories from all around the world that are going to make us rethink life. Thank you, Mike, for the next couple of videos.
What happened to Rome? It fell into oligarchy, and then into dictatorship, then into rampant immorality, and socialism declined, fell, and became the Vatican. Anybody here doubt that? I can prove every word of it. The Roman Empire never fell. It changed its name. The emperor became the Pope. This is the truth. The old pantheon of Roman gods became the pantheon of saints, and they are identical in name and everything else. You see, all of this has happened over and over again throughout the history of the human race.
Gilgal.
These people know how to lead us wherever they want us to go because they study history and we don't.
Oh, wow.
If you love someone for their looks, it's called obsession. If you love someone for their kindness, it's admiration. If you love someone for their money, it's interest. If you love someone because they love you, then it's called empathy. If you love someone despite their flaws, it's genuine acceptance. If you love someone through thick and thin, it's genuine commitment. If you love someone for their mind and knowledge, it is intellectual attraction. If you love someone deeply, even if you're apart, it's your emotional connection. If you love someone and prioritize the happiness over your own, it's selflessness. If you love someone for the way they make you laugh, it's humor-based affection. If you love someone for the shared experiences and memories, it's nostalgic-driven love. But if you're confused about whether you love this person, it's definitely love. If you find yourself caring more with each passing day, it's love growing stronger. If your thoughts are filled with them even in their absence, it's love becoming constant. And if you can't imagine a future without them, it's love that has become a part of you.
I'm not real for real.
The way I feel about it, I joke about it all the time because I don't think it's real.
Okay.
Because again,
It's real.
No, this is why I don't believe in the Illuminati. And if we want to get to the core of it, Illuminati is about Roman Catholicism. My belief in God and love and even Christianity goes beyond that.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of the European doctrine. My Christianity is rooted in Africa. So like that, whatever they believe in, like Illuminati, just really just word for enlightened ones. It was a committee of some enlightened Europeans that, you know, were trying to control the narrative, and therefore they created these secret societies. That can't combat what all this African godness I got.
If they made it a secret
Let's
society,
go to war.
then that means that it's real, Nick. It's real. Trump in it.
It's real in the 1300s.
Let me tell you something, okay?
Tell me.
I read Michael Cohen book.
The what?
Michael Cohen book. Michael Cohen.
Cohen?
That
Cohen.
That was Trump.
Cohen the Barbarian.
That was Trump's advisor. Okay, he was Trump's advisor.
I think it's Cohen, but go ahead.
But he was Trump's advisor. And
he went to jail too.
He did. He snitched though. He wrote a book.
Okay.
And he talks about that. It is a.
He talked about what?
The
You read it?
Illuminati. Yes, nigga, I read the book. This
What's the
nigga
name
act
of
like
the
I don't
book?
read.
What's the name of the book?
Michael Cohen.
So you got.
Man, this is not right. Capri Sun is about to debut a twist-off bottle.
I don't like it.
Talking about no straws, no poking. That's the whole thing, man. That's the drink. That's the Capri Sun. It comes in a pouch, and just a regular pouch. They've been messing up for years. First they went down 25% less sugar. Blech. Okay, when they went big pouches, it was too much drink.
I didn't know that existed.
Okay, now they got this. What is this? I thought Capri Sun was clear. When you spill a little bit, I'd never seen color.
Me neither.
Y'all got the huge thing, man. That's Minute Maids. That's not Capri Sun, man. Y'all got to get back to your identity where Capri Sun sells down. Feel like people are always buying Capri Sun. Little kids, they always have them. What's going on, man? Just go back to the regular. Go back to the regular.
It wasn't broke. Thank you, Eric, for the videos.
Turn off that light! Turn off that light! Turn out those lights! Be quiet!
Well,
Shut up!
well, if I can tell you, that's like a cool 65% of my YouTube comments. But let's go ahead and read what Proverbs 29 and 27 says. I have different versions here, but I'll go ahead and read the ESV. An unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, but one whose way is straight is an abomination to the wicked. Keep continuing to be that light. I promise you, you're not doing it for no reason.
Turning left, turning left, turning right, turning right. It also works with women drivers.
Turning right, no, left,
Stop.
right, straight, left, stop, no, right.
These new bumpers were built with pedestrians in mind. Just let them try to get away. This same model has a glass bottom so that when you hit a pedestrian, you can look down and see if he was a friend of yours. The numbers on the dial of this speedometer light up to warn you of your speed. No more banged up fenders in the parking lot. All the fenders are completely surrounded and protected by bumpers. Those wild parking lot attendants can't possibly crush them. See? The fenders aren't even scratched.
What we found out is that how you learn about topics like slavery and the civil rights movement really depends on where you live and the textbooks you're using. And some of the textbooks we looked at, there's information that may surprise you.
Is there a problem with how we teach American history in this country?
Yes.
Renowned scholar Dr. Ibram X. Kendi can't believe what students are learning about America's past.
Reviewing these texts closely, now I can see why so many students get to college and they're like, why didn't we learn this in high school? Because it isn't in these texts.
We asked Kendi, a CBS News contributor, to take a look at 4 textbooks used in public school classrooms. The first book, The American Pageant, is used to teach advanced placement history. The publisher of the book says more than 5 million students learn from it each year. We looked at the 16th edition of the book, published in 2016.
So here on page 346, it says, in the deeper South, many free blacks were mulattoes.
The term mulatto is a racist slur against biracial people.
The book also includes this map, referring to enslaved Africans in 1775 as immigrants, alongside the Dutch, the Scottish, and the German.
To refer to them, again, as immigrants insinuates that they chose to come.
Right.
The African people who almost totally were forced to come and certainly did not want to come to the United States in chains.
Just to see if things have changed, we looked at the latest edition of the book published this year. The map is still there.
The assignment asked students to put a price on slaves.
What and how students learn about history is different everywhere and sometimes problematic.
The teacher, who is white, told them to write funny captions on images of freed slaves.
There are reports the teacher made black students act as slaves.
Kendi also took a look at this textbook, Texas History, which is adopted by the state to teach middle school social studies. It covers topics including slavery and the Civil War.
This is a picture, and the caption says, some U.S. settlers brought slaves to Texas to help work the fields and do chores. And, I don't think we should describe slave labor as chores.
A few pages later, Kendi pointed out this image.
The caption for this picture says, what characteristics of slave life does this image show? Does this depict slavery?
If we were going to have a single picture that depicted slavery, it should be a picture that demonstrates terror and violence.
I know a book, and y'all know a book that is not going to spread inaccurate information when it comes to Black history or our ancestors, and that is the Bible. It's like you can't get mad about a school not teaching this, because that's like having your oppressor teach you about your history and your culture. They're trying to keep you away from that. If you want to teach your children the right way when it comes to just honestly school, period, because I do. That's for another day. That's for another day. You have to teach them yourself. And the Bible truly is the way to go. Teach them Torah. Teach them the law, statutes, and commandments. Teach them about the covenant, the feast days. It plays an important role, and it especially with it being our culture, they're going to have to know. This is how you keep the name of Yahuwah on the earth continuing to go, and then to keep them from the curses of Deuteronomy 28.
This video of Ice Spice is going viral, and it's a video of her during prayer. But just pay very close attention to what she does with her hands when they're done praying.
Hands, hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place, and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, Chad. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other. And I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life. And just watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft. And you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. There's something so beautiful about people who simply try to do and be better than what they've seen or experienced. The ones who see how ugly things, people, and the world can be, and they choose to try to make things, they choose to be the light for others. What they teach us is how much of your life is dictated by choice, who you choose to be, how you choose to act, and the simple act of striving to make things and people better. It would be easy to turn cold and unkind when you've experienced just that. But when you lean into the love within you that prevails despite everything, and that's what you put out there, that is a testament of true strength. In a world that often pulls us toward the darkness, they remind us that we can always choose the light.
I'm telling you, choosing that dark way is so easy to do it because people have already placed that on you. They put it on you. That's all you're around. So you're taking, like, quote unquote, the easy way out. But it's those people that choose the complete opposite of that. They do something to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard people's stories, testimonies. It does something to my spirit to just want to be better and to do better. In order to change the world, you have to change yourself. So it really truly does start with you. So it's the fact that you have people that want to choose the light instead of the dark. At the end of the day, the light is always going to win. You have to remember, light always overcomes darkness. But the darkness is the easy way out. But I promise you, you choosing the light over darkness is going to get you so far in life. And that's what people don't get. But it's the eyes to see and the ears to hear on that. That was very powerful. I pray that that did something to somebody.
You could drink a blue Gatorade. Or you could combine coconut water, a squeeze of lime, a squeeze of lemon, and blue spirulina, sea salt, and raw honey. Stir it all up.
That was good.
Enjoy nature's blue Gatorade. Oh, that's good.
When two people are in love, they're on the same frequency intellectually, emotionally, and physically. Most people that get married are not in love. They're in habit. Or that stay married are not in love. When two people are in love, they enjoy thinking about the same ideas. Conscious mind deals with ideas. They get emotionally involved with the same ideas, so they're setting up the same vibrations.
They don't got clinics at the border. They're telling us as American women, specifically black American women, we need to abort our children. But if you coming across the border with your baby, oh, come to the land of milk and honey, the great land of opportunity. We'll take care of you. Joe Biden even said, I'll give illegal immigrants coming across the border $400,000 a piece. Can you imagine if they were to go to that black single mother living in the hood, not even $400,000, offer $4,000, because I know some black women that can make something jump with $4,000. Offer her $40,000. You know why they'll never give us that? Because they know that we'll never need them again. Welfare reminds me of an old man I used to date. I was in a relationship with him for 11 years. He would never marry me, right? But whenever my bills were due, I would tell him he would give me just enough. He had a whole lot of money. He would give me just enough. Rent due, $1,200, he'd give me $1,200, not 1 cent over, because he knew that every month the rent was due, that I would have to come back to him. He wouldn't give me $100,000 and say, here, baby, bump that, go buy you a house and start you a business, because then he felt like I wouldn't need him. The government system is the same way when it comes to Black Americans. They'll never give us enough to get over and get up. It's only enough to make sure we continue to come back every 30 days so that we can remain slaves to their system.
Y'all have to read Deuteronomy 28. It's a reason to why. It's a reason to all this. That's all I want to say. It's a reason. It's a reason. It's a reason. Just know Yahuwah is our portion. Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
Tesla is pretty much a surveillance vehicle at this point. It's powered by electricity, which could be turned off at any moment. In fact, in China right now, if you have a poor social credit score, you can't charge your Tesla, which is crazy. What happens when that gets introduced in the West and everybody has an electric vehicle? It's a mechanism of control. You have one kill switch and you can basically turn off all sorts of travel. Think about it. Regulation says you can't leave 5 kilometers from your house. Oh, well, you don't want to comply? We're tracking through your car. Your car has Wi-Fi. Turn off the car. Boom.
He said that Teslas are pretty much like surveillance vehicles. I had just finished watching a movie with my sister, and the movie I think is called Afraid. Y'all know me, I'll put the picture here. It was about AI and how AI is taking over, right? Which is why it's called Afraid, A-F-R-A-I-D. I'm not gonna give out everything, but there was a clip where a guy was in a Tesla. I said, oh, he about to die, because y'all see what they're putting in the movies. But basically, long story short, the AI hacked into his car. And then I don't want to give out too much, but I think you guys know the rest. Just in case y'all watch it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I should, but I'm not going to, just in case y'all watch it. But it's about AI taking over. Do I think it was a great movie? No. Do I give it like I give it like a 6 out of 10. But in that particular clip, it just sparked because it reminded me of Leave the World Behind with the Tesla cars. They're showing this stuff for a reason. They're not showing this stuff to be funny. This is not advertisement to Tesla. Elon Musk is very popular. He doesn't need advertisement for his cars. Plus, people already do that as it is by them driving the car. So them putting this in movies is telling you what can be done. This is an electric vehicle. This stuff can get hacked. Things like this can happen. And everybody going electric, not knowing that this is the whole point of them controlling you.
Leading cause of death in the United States is medical intervention. Medical intervention kills about 1 million people a year. Doctors kill over 1 million people a year, and people go to their doctor and think nothing of it. Problem with our medical doctors is that these very good people make the biggest mistake of their life, and they go to medical school. 85% of what they're taught is unscientific nonsense. And then they're cut loose on the general population to practice unscientific nonsense. The medicine we have is now so far behind the science that it is impossible to bring it up to date. We have to take the medicine we have and discard it and start over. Where did we ever get the idea that we can help a sick person if we give them poison? It's a pretty stupid system, but it makes enormous amounts of money, and the drug companies have enormous power. Ayurvedic medicine's about 6,000 years old, Chinese medicine's about 5,000 years old, allopathic medicine's 100 years old. It's already on the way out because it's basically stupid, and it doesn't work, and it's very dangerous. Trauma care and crisis intervention, we're at about 15% of medicine. The other 85% of medicine is basically nonsense.
I'm not gonna say. No, for real, because y'all already know. For those that know, y'all know. I just wanted to bring it in a different limelight because I know people are tired of hearing my quote. I'm still gonna post it here though. Anywho, I wanted to say this. If doctors healed you, they would be out of a job. I was reading through the comments and somebody has said that the problem with medical school is it is ran by Big Pharma. I know we know this. And these people aren't taught how to cure or fix people.
Have you heard the Pope prophecy?
No.
Have you heard that?
No.
Yo, this is like the scariest shit because it's real. So in the Vatican, they found this book, right? And this book, it predicted every single one of the popes that became pope.
Really?
Like literally every single one. Now, this guy, he said after the middle one, 422 years later, that's when the last pope will be named. That's what he said, okay?
Yeah.
Check this out. Every single pope has been named in it. Even the most recent one. What's crazy is, if you go to the Vatican, there's places where you put the pictures of the Pope. They have for every single one they ever had. And they only have space for one more. So, in the book it says, once they put the face of the last Pope in that place, the judgment day will come. That's what they're saying.
Is there like a time like that they said, or just like whenever it
Check this
happens?
out, right?
Yeah.
So remember I said like 420 something days? Or 20 years? 420 years? It lines up exactly to 2027.
No.
I don't even need to say it. Put the verse right here. No man knows a time nor the hour.
The Simpsons predicted that no one has ever been to space because space is not real. There's a new theory from The Simpsons that claims we can't go to space because we are enclosed by a transparent barrier called the firmament. Some say that this means there is no space above the Earth. Homer Simpson and his family are warning us. In fact, they say the area above the world is just water. Think about when you look at the stars in the sky and why sometimes they float a little bit. This might be why it's called the Milky Way, just like a liquid. The Bible actually confirms this in the book of Genesis and says that the firmament separates the earth from the waters above. This theory gets even crazier because the government might be trying to break the firmament. In 1962, the military sent a nuclear missile into the sky and claimed that it was to test the atmosphere's reaction. But the real reason was for them to see if they could break the firmament. They named this attempt Operation Fishbowl. Coincidence? I think not. What do you think?
I just would like to know, what is that going to do for them? If they were to ever break it, do y'all want a trophy? Like, and then the lie, like, honestly, they're gaslighting us. That's the crazy part. Y'all don't feel no type of way about? It's going to be people that's going to defend that. They're gaslighting the heck out of us. That's in Hebrew means to deceive.
Consultant on the picture telling me that they can use your ADT security box microphone to get your stuff that's going on in your house, or OnStar, they could shut your car down. And he told me that 1 in 5 phone calls that you make are recorded and logged. And I laughed at him, and then he played back a phone conversation I'd had 2 years prior to joining the picture, the FBI consultant. And it was like one of those, it was one of those phone calls that was like, you know, what are you wearing type of things.
I'm not gonna lie, that's giving eagle eye. And he was in the movie. But it's crazy because I think after this is when he started to quote unquote lose it. Because, you know, they make celebrities look like they're crazy when in reality, y'all know what it is.
We are born, we are so connected with the source of life, what I call the creator of heaven and earth. We are pure. We are manifesting the God, being the son or the daughter. We are the light. Then we enter the program of this world. And this is not a new program, it's a very old program. It's a Luciferian program. They start to raise us up through our beloved father and mother in a program to end up in the slavery system we have. Because we are just a source to use. We are the value, we are the light, and they want to suck it completely. Like screwing the orange completely, sucking everything out, throw it away. Once they call this the American system. You consume it and you throw it away. And that's what's happening on this planet. It's going through your parents. They love you, they want to take care of you, they put you in the programs with a lot of chemicals to damage your immune system. It's in the school system, it's everywhere to be the perfect slave.
Alexa, why did the frequency of music change from 432 to 440? Did the Rockefeller Foundation fund the standardization of music frequency?
Cannon.
Yes, the Rockefeller Foundation played a significant role in the standardization of music frequency. In 1939, the foundation sponsored a conference on music education in Europe, where the recommendation to tune Western music to A440 Hz was made. This frequency became the basis for the international standard for music frequency, and it is still widely used today.
Thank you, Beats, for the video.
Okay, so Medusa is a paramilitary unit of the CIA, a task force of 7 agents that have their own specializations and abilities.
Correct. There have been Hollywood movies made about them. How ironic, right? Their biological and mental capabilities have been enhanced using advanced science and technology. Medusa is the unit that gets called when the government wants no trace leading back to them and when they need a guaranteed mission success rate. They operate under Title 50, which gives them the ability to perform operations around the world with complete immunity. This specialized team is deployed in highly sensitive operations where conventional tactics are inadequate. I've heard rumors that one Medusa member is equivalent to about 1,000 standard soldiers.
Oh,
Did I
wow.
mention that these operators, or whatever you want to call them, were made in a lab?
In a laboratory?
Seriously, I can't make this up. These soldiers were genetically engineered, their DNA structured so that they're smarter, stronger, faster, and possess abilities that you would see in the movies.
Wait, so like what kind of abilities are we talking about here, bro? Are you sure this is real?
First of all, I know that that is AI generated with Joe Rogan's voice, and I believe the second one's supposed to be Elon Musk. But I wanted to say, I don't know where they got the information from, but have you guys seen the movie Uglies? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's so spiritual, but the part that I want to talk about in particular is how he said that, you know, that they were made in labs, they were made to be this, 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 and this. That was shown in the movie Uglies. Y'all have to go watch it. I don't want to give out too much. That is a great movie. I'm the movie finder. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, the reason why, like, I'm so invested in movies is because I know that they put the truth in these movies. But again, I know I said this like every single video, but I really want this pushed out, is that they put the truth in movies. But a particular scene was they had got to this guy, the girl's best. I don't want to give out. Okay, you know what? I don't give out too much. Just go watch the movie Uglies.
To be honest, I like to have fun, but also before Jersey Shore, no one believes this when I say it, but I was a freaking like shy girl. I was very shy. So yeah, I was going to school to be a vet tech, and I was into my studies, getting good grades, and you know what screwed it all up was this one guy. He broke my heart, and I was like, cool, thanks. I was like, now I have to do something pretty ridiculous and insane with my life, so why not sell my soul and go on Jersey Shore? That's what I did, and you know what? It's been awesome.
Thank you, Freddie, for the video.
Follow were the original Hebrews. I have told you that we don't know that for certain.
Yeah,
then you can't believe for certain that Jesus was white.
Just a moment, just a moment. God is white. Isn't it obvious?
Well, that is obvious, but we don't know if it's obvious that God is white. The images of Jesus that are on prison walls and churches throughout the world are not historically correct, because history teaches us that Jesus was born in a region where the people had color. There's proof in the very Bible that you ask us to read in Revelation, 1st chapter, verse 14 and 15, that Jesus had hair like wool and feet the color of brass.
Just what are you saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm proving to you that Jesus was not, and I might quote one of our Indian brothers, he was not a paleface. Amen.
Thank you, Chris, for the video.
Stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life.
The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that.
What's the difference?
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll sure try. Larry, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Work. It's important to be useful. Look at me. I got it all figured out. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
Life is more than just 9 to 5. Hallelujah. What did all 3 of those movies have in common? They were all cartoons made for the children, right? So this shows you that they're brainwashing the children. Thank you, Earthy, for the next couple of videos.
Why did he jazz up that day? When we was at the party, he grabbed me by his collar and was like, don't ever play with that girl ever again. Talking about me, like, don't ever play with her. Like, you'll play with their budget, play with talent. Like, y'all playing with me. I will never forget that day, bro. Diddy party. We went to the little private area behind Cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. Me and Lemmy go upstairs. They told him that he can't bring his security. He went in with no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He's like, "What's up, Diddy? You know, you met Krishan. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Just wanted to follow up. I'm glad that you Krishan." And then he grabbed Lemmy by his neck. It was like, "But do you with her? Like, don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her." And I didn't understand that till my checks start coming back short from the subscriptions of Crazy in Love, till he started putting people, like personally putting people that doesn't me that I had like street beef with on the show. Where's the security at? When all them people thought at, like, it was just like, come on, yo, you playing.
Oh, that's pretty.
You guys, there is no way that's 80-20. There's no way.
Literally, come on, guys.
That's like 50-50.
Let's just look off to you. I did my grocery order from Walmart, and this is the hamburger they gave us. But you guys, it's not... Y'all remember when hamburger used to have literally the red lines in it like that? Like, it feels like moon sand. Like, what are they doing? None of the juices are normal. Like, it's only been on just a minute, and look at, it's already... Like, none of this is normal. For the first time, literally, I'm worried about the meat I'm eating from the store, and I think it's time to go to a butcher. But it's almost like got a gel thick consistency to it. The meat is a little, it's like kind of pasty. Sorry, the steam is not helping it. I'm not kidding. That is so deep with grease. Do you see? The grease goes up to the lines in my spatula. That's deep. Yeah, that's not 80-20 in my opinion. That's 50-50.
And it's still leaking. They said never get meat logs or meat tubes. So I guess the package that she got, just I guess buy the single patty. If you're gonna buy burgers or meat is just not meating no more. I'm gonna be honest. Like she said, do you remember when meat had the lines in it? I remember. I don't remember the last time I seen that. Now she brings it, but then again, I haven't been eating on meat, so that's probably why I haven't been paying attention to stuff. How do people find this? Like, what makes you do this? Chill out. So Google Earth, the Street View car drove here and then drove inside the building. Somebody said that Google Maps, they often put like Easter eggs and fake stuff to have fun. Can't confirm or deny that. I don't know.
Have you ever heard about recession pop? No. Whenever there's a recession or the economy is down, the BPM of songs get higher and pop music popularized. Oh. Remember that Jay Sean? Like down. And then
down.
Baby, are you down? He had a bar in there. He's like, I'm down like the economy.
Honestly, I'm down like the economy.
That song came out 2008. Yes. Oh, so 2008, the economic depression. Yes. So since soon they said it's a recession, I have a theory that pop music is gonna become very popular again. Ooh, and the clubs. Because remember, people listen to pop to escape from the economy, from their jobs.
Yo, Gavin, bro.
Yes.
Was the last one.
Yes.
Who popped out? Doja Cat.
That's actually interesting.
I'm not even a listener of Charlie XCX like that. She's so smart for what she's doing right now because it's all pop escapism music. If you're younger, ask your parents about the clubs back then. Because the club scene right now is standing around trying to be better than each other. Yeah. Because that's what the music is. It's all, I got a new watch, I got new money.
Bro, it ain't no way I ain't see this video yet.
Now, they give children chicken McNuggets that cause children to have high cholesterol. And now they say children under 3 years of age, kindergarten age, should be tested. And if they have high cholesterol, they should be on cholesterol drugs, which you have to be on for the rest of your life. They want to make money. Why can't we just give them decent food? The University of North Carolina made a study of hot dogs, okay? And that study showed that when children ages 8 to 12 eat hot dogs, as many as 12 a month, that's only 3 a week, their chances of developing leukemia and or lower brain tumors go up by 700%. Fun food's great fun. That's a terrible thing.
Someone had mentioned that I guess the public school that their children go to serves both chicken nuggets and hot dogs twice a week. What does that tell you? And then somebody else mentioned a great point. They said, I need you guys to understand that we have all the knowledge and technology to create healthy food for everybody, right? Hear them out, let them cook. But we got to realize something healthy doesn't equal wealth. So the less healthy you are, the more money they make. That's why they're going to serve it twice a week at the public schools. Dang, this seems like this video is about schools, but it's really about the children. It's really about what they're doing and how they're programming them and messing them up at an early age.
Yep, if you see animals acting this way, we are all in a deep danger, and it's a warning that you need to get out immediately. People were terrified after a TikTok account pointing orangutan went viral after they started documenting very strange and eerie activity at a zoo, with many people saying the war on monkeys and humans are now a very real and deadly possibility, with one haunting video showing an orangutan being able to accurately use tools in their fingers to communicate and accurately recognize book bags and containers, to even them being able to pick out which Play-Doh they prefer to play with. It gets creepier as the orangutan knows their area so well that they were able to pin a small gap in their enclosure to ask the TikToker to hand them things through it. Many experts say no other wild animal is capable of this, as some orangutans have even started learning how to use medicine by wrapping their facial cuts with chewed up leaves like band-aids. This has led many to call code red and to make sure none of the orangutans ever leave their cage, or it could be game over for all of us.
People think I'm crazy or I'm talking nonsense, but guys, God is coming soon. Look at the sign. Strongest earthquake in Mexico. Yes, check this out. This is wild. This is crazy and scary. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a warning.
Thank you, Jay, for the video.
Yeah, Balenciaga has to be stopped before they make something even more diabolical than this shoe right here. These shoes have titanium infused goop scoop sealed on the bottom of these diabolical high heels.
Is this for real?
Somebody wearing these manifestations of this abomination, you will become one of my videos.
Mira esto como de luz pasando, pero no se graba muy bien, y luego después sale como un señor, mira, se para ahí y como que se convierte en un señor, mira.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
Y se queda ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, ahí se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero ahí se mira que se está yendo por aquí.
What is this? Alright, I gotta see this one more time. Let me see this. Okay, so we see this light. I'm trying to see if there's anything over here.
Después sale como un señor, mira, se para ahí y como que se convierte en un señor, mira. y se queda ahí. Ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara.
Somebody said this stuff never happens in 4K.
Pareja,
That's so
pero
true.
no sé, ahí se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero ahí se mira que se está yendo por
That's
aquí.
weird.
Of biomechanics, I'm a bit into to use your body and to make it work and function in the best possible way. I'm really into that, and also I think sleep is the most important thing in the world. It's just simple kind of things, blue blocking glasses, shutting out all the signals and everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
In the bedroom and everything. I think is really important.
What time you put those glasses on?
Normally 3 hours before bed.
Oh my God! See, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, how old is he? They're like he's like an old man. Why I look him up thinking this man was born in the 2000s. What are we talking? He's a Norwegian soccer player. He's a Norwegian. Am I saying Norwegian? Am I saying that right? Soccer player. This boy was born in the 2000s. He's a little baby. What? How is he reversing his age?
On the ground right now. Get the on the ground. On the ground. X-ray 6-7 Central. On the ground.
I'm finna sit down.
Main Street Bridge. I just got a male. Throw another male over the bridge. I got one at gunpoint.
He said he jumped over the bridge.
On the ground. Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. On your belly now.
What did he throw overboard? Overboard. He's not even on the boat. What did he throw?
Put in your room. Hey, get my witnesses. Hey, y'all my witnesses, right? Hey, sir. Y'all want to tell me boy across the street, man. He seen the whole thing.
That would have been so
You got
bad.
me, sir. I ain't going nowhere.
I got 110-12. The male in the water looks code 4. He's swimming.
I ain't going nowhere, sir. He assaulted my property. I felt threatened, sir.
You just threw a male over the bridge.
He jumped over the bridge.
I watched you. I'm right here.
He threw a male over a bridge too?
Hey, tell me, bro. Hey, explain this dog. Cause I was just going across the way, dog. What the
Yeah, he's cuffed.
Yes, sir. I'm handcuffed.
He just threw that dude over the bridge, bro.
No, I did not.
What do they mean by dude?
Please, I want you to have him on camera, cause he just assaulted me, dog. He ain't do shit.
And then when I came up, he's gonna get charged with destruction of evidence too.
Oh, dang. Well, I didn't see that.
Right now. Get the
Wow.
Know that if any satellite falls on your house, you can get a prize of $9 million? Let us tell you that currently more than 9,000 active satellites are orbiting the Earth, but most of them start falling to the Earth. Now what happens is that small satellites burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. But even after the big satellites burn up, some part of them remains and falls to Earth, and many times it also happens that it falls on someone's house, which also causes damage there. So if it happens,
that really happened?
whichever country the satellite falls on your house, you will get a reward of $9 million from that country. You just need to know the process properly. But this is a very rare occurrence, because most of the damaged satellites are left at a place called Point Nemo. And friends, if you have seen this train of stars at nighttime, then please tell me in the comment, and also mention your country name. And if you like our video, please like our video and follow our account.
They're waging war on the weather. A drought so severe, they're firing rockets into the sky to make it rain. The practice is known as cloud seeding. Drones and rockets are used to sow silver iodide into the clouds. The substance has a similar structure to ice.
Allowing this to happen to our children. These are the most precious assets that we have in this country. How can we let this happen to them? About 18% of American teens now have fatty liver disease. That's like 1 out of every 5. That disease, when I was a kid, only affected late-stage alcoholics who were elderly. The rates are skyrocketing in the young and the old. Young adults are up 79%, 1 in 4 American women is on antidepressant medication. 40% of teens have a mental health diagnosis. And 15% of high schoolers are on Adderall, and 500,000 children on SSRIs. So what's causing this suffering? I'll name 2 culprits. First, and the worst, is ultra-processed food. About 70% of American children's diet is ultra-processed. That means industrial manufactured in a factory. These foods consist primarily of processed sugar, ultra-processed grains, and seed oils. Laboratory scientists who many of whom formerly worked for the cigarette industry, which purchased all the big food companies in the 1970s and 80s, deployed thousands of scientists to figure out chemicals, new chemicals.
Money may not be the most important thing in the world, but it affects everything that is. You know, it affects your lifestyle, it affects your health care, it affects your level of education, it affects everything on a day-to-day basis. It affects the food you eat. So it may not be the most important thing, but it does affect everything that is important.
He makes butter out of water and carbon dioxide? Bill Gates, come on. At this point, you bored.
That's great.
Yes.
It's got that rich feel. So the dream here is that Sabre itself will be coming out with butter in the next year or 2. And then for these other products, Sabre will be a key ingredient to help them achieve food that is environmentally friendly, but also tastes great.
What? Who's all in favor to force feed Bill Gates with whatever he creates?
This processed food, all of this stuff is carcinogen. Right. Has carcinogen. It causes. So you have to stay away from non-God made food. Whenever you unpack the scriptures, the life expectancy was an average of 912 years. Every herb-bearing seed should be to you as meat. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this. He said if you ate 1 meal every other day, you would only get sick 1 day every 4 or 5 years. What can I do to get rid of that 1 day of sickness every 4 or 5 years? He said if you eat 1 meal and fast for 72 hours, there will not be enough poison in your body from the previous meal to even get you sick 1 day in your life. Sicknesses, all the illnesses are food related. Your body is its own hospital. But to get it open for business, you gotta fast. Green is for your digestive system and detoxing you. So if you know the color coding of food, you don't have to know how to read all through the paragraphs of stuff that's on the back. Matter of fact, if it got a paragraph, it's not food. Matter of fact, if it got a barcode, it's not food. Wow. It's really an industrialized commodity posing as food. It's good tasting plastic.
See how amazing God is. And he just laid it out there for you.
He's the best knower.
Here's why everything you learn in school is a lie.
1920 is when everything pretty much changed. They started changing every single thing. They started removing
Listen
certain parts of the history. They started rewriting the history. 1920s is about that time. Educational system started changing everything. Rockefeller educational system. So if you find books, you want to find books before 1920s. Because if you don't find books before 1920s, you're usually being told a bunch of nonsense.
They put Moses in jail. They put Daniel in jail. Why, you haven't got a man of God in the Bible that wasn't put to jail when they started speaking out against exploitation and oppression. They charged Jesus with sedition. Didn't they do that? They said he was against Caesar. They said he was discriminating because he told his disciples, go not the way of the Gentiles, rather go to the lost sheep. He discriminated. Don't go near the Gentiles, go to the lost sheep. Go to the oppressed. Go to the downtrodden. Go to the exploited. Go to the people who don't know who they are, who are lost from the knowledge of themselves, and who are strangers in a land that is not theirs. To those people, go to the slaves. Go to the second-class citizens. Go to the ones who are suffering the brunt of Caesar's brutality. And if Jesus were here in America today, he would be going to the oppressed. He would be going to the humble. He would be going to the lowly. He would be going to the rejected and the despised.
That's true.
He would be going to the so-called American Negro.
Thank you, Des, for the video.
What we got here? Oh, so you're not finna do this with no damn ball cookie. You ain't finna make me eat this and making it in a cookie, baby. I'm not finna do that. Understand that I don't even know how, look here, I'm not eating no damn ball cookies, sir. Oh, this sink is dirty as hell. For one, look at that. Oh, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I just choose to eat nothing. Just give me the cookie. The skillet ain't even clean, baby. See, this is the problem.
This has
you
to
can't
be
eat it everybody else, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I look at, baby, so you're going to put the, whatever it is, you're going to put them inside the cookie. Are you going to chop them up or you just going to place them in there? Baby, this sink is nasty as hell. So if you got somebody that's willing to try it, they ain't going to try.
What is that?
So how is that going to taste? Because I've never tasted one of these. You know, so, no, hell no. Nah, look at this, y'all. No, that ain't, baby, look here. Don't do that. Don't feed nobody. Because, hell. Eat it. Oh, you nasty.
He just ate the cookie on top.
Good hell.
He didn't even eat the whole thing. What was that?
Everyone talks about toxic masculinity, but what no one talks about is toxic generosity. If you give something to someone once, they will appreciate it. If you give someone something twice, they will anticipate it. If you give someone something 3 times, they will expect it. If you give someone something a 4th time, they will feel entitled to it. Worst off, if you give someone something 5 times, they will become dependent on it. Especially for those of us who came from nothing, the desire to give to those around us is nearly impossible to avoid. It both feeds our need to be seen as accomplished, and we genuinely think it will help. Unfortunately, it does not. You see, the more you give, the more they need. The more they need, the more they take. The more they take, the lower they go. Until the day comes that you see you have become their enabler, and they are at rock bottom, doing nothing because they know that you will fix it. And when you do stop, out of love, you will become the monster responsible for all of their problems.
Lift it. When it comes to giving, there was this quote that I ran across. Y'all know me. So the quote goes, givers have to set limits because takers don't have any. I'm gonna say that one more time. Givers have to set limits because takers don't have any. It's just, that was the first thing that popped in my mind when I heard that video. But if you're a giver, you have to set that limit because a person that's a taker is not going to have one. They're going to keep taking. But a giver has to know and to have that limit and set that boundary because a taker is never going to have one. So if you're a giver, kind of keep that in mind because that will keep you, 1, walking in boundaries, 2, knowing your limit, and then 3, saving your, I guess, your heart, your kindness, because we don't want that to be taken for weakness. And then we don't want you to lose that kindness. You're just giving to the wrong person. So keep giving, but in boundaries, in parameters. And remember to set that limit because takers don't have one. Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
Jonah was probably swallowed by a huge whale. Problem is that the Bible simply calls this creature a great fish. And interestingly, whales aren't actually considered to be fish. So the question is, what could have possibly swallowed Jonah in the Bible? Well, it turns out that a great fish in Hebrew is actually something much more generic. Great fish could mean literally almost any sea creature. But Jonah was thrown overboard in the Mediterranean Sea. And fortunately, there are only very specific types of fish that actually live there. Now, the largest fish in the Mediterranean is the baskin shark. These can grow up to 10 meters in length, but they definitely couldn't swallow a whole human. You would need a much, much bigger esophagus. And for that, really the only option you have left is whales. The largest whales in the Mediterranean are the fin whale and the sperm whale. The fin whale wouldn't be able to actually swallow because of its small esophagus. So now, all you have left is the sperm whale. Not only does the sperm whale actually live in the Mediterranean Sea, but they actually have an esophagus that can be up to 2 feet in diameter. This could easily swallow a whole human. And conveniently, the sperm whale is actually known for swallowing their prey whole. See, Jonah was swallowed and then vomited back out onto dry land. And what's actually just mind-blowing is that sperm whales are also known for their vomiting.
This proved the Bible to be true.
I can prove that God is real without even showing you a Bible verse. Jesus died around 33 AD. Genesis was created almost 3,000 years before Jesus was even born. So if you take the names of each character in Genesis 5, Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. You take the root Hebrew name and translate that into English, this is what it reads. Man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down, teaching his death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest. This is literally talking about Jesus 3,000 years before he was born. Now, atheists and anyone else who wants to disprove this, how is this possible?
Let me know your thoughts and share this video so the truth can reach more.
Thank you, Vibes, for the video.
So y'all, good versus evil is a real thing. And it's becoming more apparent as this year goes past. This video I'm about to show y'all is the reason why you cannot allow everyone to come to your table. So I don't know if everybody know this man right here. His name is Talil. This is one of Kai Cenat's childhood homies. So in this room, it's a group of people, including Ice Spice. I don't know what the occasion was, but Talil felt like this was the right occasion to give thanks to God, and he wanted to do a little prayer. So while he was praying to God, you could see Ice Spice doing some weird, strange movements, like she was battling demons in her head. He was praying to God, she was praying to Satan. Immediately after Talil said amen, she throws up the devil horns, y'all. Watch this. It's crazy, bruh. She did the same at the NFL game with Taylor Swift. Watch her movement, y'all. You know when you praying, you put your head down. Look at this red smile.
We are all from the same place, and we are all trying to the same place, which is the top. And we all experience different things in our lives, chat. So much for being on.
Watch it, y'all. Watch it.
And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other, and I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life. And you watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft. And you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray.
Red smile, y'all. Look, boom.
I'm not justifying anything. At the end of the day, we know what Ice Spice is known for. We know what she does. What do y'all expect out of this girl? But again, I'm not justifying, but I think what she's, well, y'all probably see me do this. This is like the new way of clapping. It looked like she was doing that, but then again, she did it like, I ain't about to do it, because then y'all gonna be like, oh, no. But this, you know, this is the new way that us females clap now. We'll do this. It's called clock it. Like, you'll do this. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not justifying her. At the end of the day, what do y'all expect for the woman that makes the type of music that she makes? Like, what do y'all want her to do? Y'all want to sit here and have her thank God and praise God for the type of music that she makes? So I don't know what y'all want out of her. I mean, it is what it is. Well, at the end of the day, yeah, we don't serve the same allure. So I guess she should have been bowing and praising to her God. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I've been trying to go for hour-long content because you guys seem to love and enjoy those. So the longer, the better. Just know if y'all get long videos, it's not gonna be 2 uploads a week, maybe an upload a week. I don't know. We'll see. So that's like the pro and the con of doing long form content. But I just want to thank each and every single one of you that have sent in videos. I know I stopped shouting out because it was the same people. I know Eric was going in with videos, and then Earthy. I had a couple more people, but I shouted you guys out. I was just saying, like, if I stop shouting you out, it's because I shouted you out already. So I just let that be known. I want to say, if you want your video featured on here, I still get people to this day that ask, how do I get my video on here? How do I send you videos? It's not through DMs. It's not through email, but it is through my Discord. So add the Discord server. The link is in the description down below. Please, it's free. Y'all should have been running to the description when I said free. It's free. I have a conspiracy theory reactions thread where you guys can drop in your videos, and that's how I shout you out and how I feature you on the channel. So I just want to say thank you in advance for those that are joining, because our Discord community is growing. Y'all cop the merch, shopperky.com. I actually want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because the merch, y'all have been going crazy with the orders. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. More merch ideas is coming out. I'm waiting on Yahuwah. That's how it works. I don't just want to put something out there, just put it out there. It's whatever he puts on my heart and on my mind. And I'll just kind of do the stuff behind the scenes and then get it out. By the time this video's up, I should be at 800,000 people, because at the recording of this video, I'm at 798K. But again, by the time I upload this, I should be at 800,000. Well, not I. We. Yahuwah and Yahusha. So I just want to give all esteem, all praises, all glory to my Saba Yahuwah, Lord, my Abba, my Adonai, Yahusha HaMashiach for blessing me, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing a thing. It is Yahuwah and Yahusha working in and through me. I'm just an empty vessel that they're working in and through. So I try to give credit and honor where it is due. I want to thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. This is 800,000. That's a lot of people. Y'all, that's a lot of people. So I thank you guys so much. Literally all esteem, all praises goes to my Saba, my Abba, because I'm telling you, it's not me. I'm being honest. Y'all be like, you're such a light. It's Yahuwah and Yahusha. You're so knowledgeable. It's Yahuwah and Yahusha. You have so much information. It's Yahuwah and Yahusha. So all praises, all glory, all honor goes unto them. I'm serious when I say that. All praises, all praises. So hallelujah and Toda Rabbah, which is thank you. In Hebrew. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.